Huh? Does it work? Let's see. Are you working? Microphone. Are you doing your job? This is gonna be a strange vlog. I see sign of this thing moving. I see no sign of the microphone. Microphone. I have no idea. I'm just gonna be here talking. Are you working? Because I have no idea if the microphone is working. Mic is okay. How okay is the mic? I want to know. Huh? Is it really okay? Is it half okay? Is it just okay every now and then? Buongiorno, Dudafel, Mariano. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's really hot today. I decided to do a little test. Coming back to you. You see, after so long, here we are again. No. So, guys, we're just gonna wait a little bit. I'm actually using another program. Let me see if I can open up this freaking thing. I said Q&A. I didn't say reaction time. I said Q&A. All right? You're like my imaginary butler. We speak two different languages. Unbelievable. Hey guys, I see like already like 37 of you here. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to every one of you. See what's going on here. We got Christy, Gabrielle, Maria, Nilton, Ivana, Duda Rossa, Lit Rodriguez. So nice to see you guys. Welcome. We're just gonna spend some time together. Coffee. I don't know if it's still a good time for coffee where you are. Here we go. You see, Mateo Rodriguez already understands. Which Brazilian artist did you like more? I don't have a favorite yet, of course. I think I have multiple favorite when it comes to this new wave of discoveries of Brazilian artists. I think I actually I just realized this morning that I really like this song of Javan Amor Puro because I was working on it again to trim it, and I was listening to the full version actually, which I uploaded on another platform called DTube. I don't know if you're familiar with DTube. It's a decentralized platform based on blockchains. It's a little bit, it's a little bit like, I don't know if everybody. I had this account already 3 years ago when I started to get interested in blockchains. So now I have on Steemit, I have, which is a sort of blockchain decentralized Facebook. I have an account, and also on DTube, which is a decentralized platform. And then you can just put everything because nobody can take it away. So I put there like the full version of the Javan reaction, Amor Puro, and I was listening to it and I was like, wow, I really like this song. So I went to listen to the studio version and I liked it even more. Um, and so, yes, but as an artist, I actually liked so far a lot of people. I liked a lot Tim Maya. I just both like the Portuguese songs and the English songs as well. I love the voice, especially the early voice. Beautiful, beautiful. And also the weird guy, I forgot his name. The Corto, no, what's his name? The guy that is very eccentric, which was supposed to be playing in Kiss. That he has a very high falsetto voice. I like that guy as well. And of course, like I also enjoyed very much. Um, I enjoyed very much the Rupa Nova as a band, very nice band, and Leja Urbana. Actually, without knowing, if you guys realize, I did a Leja Urbana video already long time ago, quite some time ago, before you actually, before the new audience of you guys, of a lot of Brazilians subscriber came. I already did, because I don't remember who suggested that. So I don't know if it's almost a year old, but the video passed, almost. Of course, I didn't have the audience for it, so I just probably had like 1,000, 2,000 view, and then now it's just skyrocketed. One of like the first video, Legia Urbana, and I really like that first song that I reacted to. Super awesome. Reminded me a lot of the music, of course, that I listen, that I enjoy. But there are so many. Like I like all the Elis Regina. I like Ana Carolina, Seu Jorge quite a lot. I just didn't do others of the same artist, because it's literally every day there is like another 5, 10 artists from each individual that leaves a comment. So like every day there is a potential for another 20 new artists. And then like you just don't know where to go. So let's see what else. What's going on here. Massacration. Okay, the guy was Mato Grosso. Yes, that guy, Mato Grosso. Um, Badubi Babu people, please listen to Mamosa Assassina Robocop Gay. All right, we're gonna do that. La, please listen to Mamona's Assassina Robocop Gay. All right, you already said that. I already see it also for the third time. Guys, don't spam, please. Um, are you thinking about going to Brazil? I mean, if Brazil looks like what I picture in my head, obviously, because when I think of Brazil, I'm thinking always of the great part of Rio de Janeiro. I'm thinking of the life on the beach, of the good weather, the palms, the beautiful landscape, the booties. I'm sorry, I'm a simple man, okay? I'm a simple man. That factor, it's very relevant to make a choice, okay? It's the weather, it's the landscape, it's the palm trees, the sand, and everything. Booties definitely have a percentage. I would be a liar if I didn't have that thought in my head. So, yes. Oh, yeah, Brazil, I would definitely consider. My brother's been there a lot of time. My older brother. My father has been in Brazil a gazillion times back in the 60s and 70s when he was working on cruise ships. Hey, Romes. Romes giving the cash on the table. Thank you very much. If you want to know what that is, it's actually Super Chat. It's a way of donation for the channel. Thank you so much, Romes. I thought maybe you wanted to ask a question. So, and yes, definitely would be interesting. I've never been there, so I've never been on that side of the globe. Sabudida doody pa pa pa. Mauricio Arguello, you're pretty right also about the Amsterdam situation. Yes, especially in the summer here. Like every park becomes like a sort of beach. Everybody's in bikini, basically. Sandra, nice to see you too. Jimin. Ciao, Jimin. Do you have the name of the famous singer from BTS? Huh? Are you a fan of BTS? You can tell us. We won't tell anybody. I love the boys. I like the guys. I like the guys. BTS, a sweet, nice boy band. I am 44. I know that I look 273 because of my whiteness. Yeah, like I went gray and white pretty early. So yeah, but I'm 44. I don't look 1 day younger than my age. I know. Are you a seafarer? I used to work on. I studied to become a captain on a cargo and passenger ship, and I was a junior officer when I was very young, in my 20s, for a period when I worked on cargo ships. I did pass close by the coast of Brazil. On our way up, we had to go all the way down from Canada. One time we had to go all the way down to Cape Horn because we couldn't go through Panama with the ship. So that trip took freaking forever. And then we went all the way down Cape Horn, we turned, and then we went up. So I passed a little bit next to the coast of Brazil, and then we cut on the other side towards Africa. You see, Jimin, we knew you were a big fan of BTS. I haven't seen nothing new from the guys from BTS in some time, or maybe because, yeah, I didn't check it. Let's see. Marcos Mion. Yeah, guys, I know, like a lot of you have told me that I look like Marcos Mion. I take that as a compliment. Thank you very much. I hope that Marcos Mion will take that as a compliment as well. Perhaps he doesn't want to be associated with me. I don't blame him at all. Let's see. Luis Alexander Guerra. Alexander, I understand. Nobody likes cuts. Nobody likes interruption. But you also have to understand, I'm not here only to please you. I'm also here to please myself and to create a little bit of entertainment, and also not to be blocked by YouTube. So I always suggest everybody, like you know, you want to listen to the music undisturbed, just go listen to the music. It just, I don't go listen to reactionists if I want to listen to the music. Otherwise, I'm just curious of the reaction. That's how it works for me, at least. So I try to be, but mostly, honestly, I would also not do any cuts, but it's just impossible. Some videos they allow it, and some videos I have to go back to it and cut it. Otherwise, they're blocked. They're just blocked. They're just not going to be up. So there is either that option or the cuts. So that's why I do more cuts on some videos. And a lot depends from the artist and the label. Sometimes the label, just monetizes the video. Sometimes if you show too much, if you show more than, I don't know, like if you show more than a minute in a row, then the video get blocked, I noticed. So you have to make interruptions, and there is no other way around it. It's just what it is. All right, please listen to Metal MILF. Just that name, it's giving me like a surge of curiosity that I basically want to go right now, check it out. Metal MILF! Why I never thought about a name like that? That's an incredible name. I will check Metal MILF. Frank, nominate Italian rock bands, only known as Litfiba, El Diablo. Well, Litfiba is yes. But you know what? Actually, Italy, it was very frustrating for us because I'm a metal guy. I grew up in the 90s, and I was all about grunge, post grunge, metal, hard rock, 70s rock, progressive rock. I mean, all of this was just my go to music. I told this story already many times. One of my favorite band in the 90s was Sepultura. I had all the tapes that I could find of the early album, like Chaos AD and the first ones. And I went to sleep with it. I literally put Sepultura low volumes in my headphones, like listening to Chaos City. So I love all that kind of music. And in Italy, there was nothing. You know, we weren't lucky like probably Brazil or Argentina or even Mexico. You know, to really have great bands, or even Indonesia. For freak's sake, I discovered also in Indonesia, which I have a lot of audience there as well. There are great metal bands, like really good, and I was like, wow. So we didn't have that. I mean, we we have like pop romantic songs and opera. That's it. So in the 60s, in the 70s, we had a very great band called Premiata Forneria Marconi, which is a little bit the equivalent of let me think. For Argentina, would be a little bit like Seru Giran, a little bit like Charlie Garcia. For Brazil, I don't know because now maybe Brazil would be like Mato Grosso a little bit, like a little bit like Mato Grosso, yes. But we don't have a lot of great rock bands in Italy. I mean, we have Vasco Rossi. You know, Vasco Rossi is regarded to be one of the biggest. It is one of the biggest rocker in Italy. Uh, but yeah, there isn't much at all. Yeah, Eros Ramazzotti and Neck. I mean, they're great in whatever they do, but you know. Da di da 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 di da. There's somebody talking about a Swedish rock and roll band, Graveyard. Well, but in Sweden, like Sweden, there's probably a lot of also metal and all that kind of stuff. Sumo, yes, Sumo is great. Motor Rocker. Sandra Brio, I would like to know if you have an album recorded. Yes, if you go check on Spotify on the name Thin Man and Sparrow, you can listen for it for free. I think there are 10 songs. There are like three small projects, two song each and one of six song each, which is quite old. It's already our first folk little album that we did, me and Jean, literally guitar and voice. It came out pretty alright considering what it is. I really love those songs. We were actually thinking of re-recording some of those songs with a little bit more instruments. Now I'm also working a lot with Jean, my musical partner, which is doing a lot of electronic music under the name John G's, which you find on also SoundCloud. And I released a song on my page called Drive. They're very short, very electronic, and we're working also in that direction. Also because it's easier. It's easier to be creative in that way in this period, and it's easier also to be understood. We love electronic music. John is a great lover of Kraftwerk, of all those people which invented the synth generation in the 70s. So we were experimenting, mixing a little bit our folk nature, my folk nature of sing-songwriter with more modern sounds that then again they're almost vintage anyhow because some of this stuff was already very niched music back in the 80s, and now it's taking a new shape a little bit with modern haps and so on and so forth. Guys, probably you notice I'm really bad at answering questions because I can rant forever on each questions, so I miss a lot of stuff. So I apologize for that. We can talk. That's why I don't come online, because otherwise we talk for 72 years. Let's see. Hugs from Rio. Thank you so much. I need a hug so bad. Camilla, I really love your songs. Thank you so much, Camilla. I will tell Jean as well. Angra. Angra. Didn't I do already Angra? Didn't I do a song of Angra, right? With the singer that unfortunately passed away, or am I getting confused? Rachel, I loved your song Stranger Thing. Thank you, Rachel. Actually, that was a fun project because I took the remix of this guy that used the soundtrack of the show, and I basically got inspired creating some lyrics for the song, wanting to make a song out of it, sort of a 80s song, like an electronic 80s song. So I took the initiative just to write some lyrics, and I created, like I just found a melodic line to sing it. It was a lot of fun actually to do. I love to do those strange collaboration that nobody asked for, but it's also a nice way to create. Like sometimes when you take a little bit also the ego out of the equation, and also when you don't expect to make any money, or you don't expect, oh, this is mine, this is yours. When something it's a little bit sort of open source, it's nice to contribute. It's like painting a mural together, so to speak, with other people, or using what other people have already done. But of course, I enjoy making my own stuff as well. That's a more personal journey. You ask if I ask, Fabio, I used to have a few galleries that sold my work up to 2007. I haven't been very active in painting. I have a house full of my old paintings and studies. Um, and yeah, I was also thinking of, yeah, getting back to it, but it's a lot of work. You got to do, like, you got to choose also a little bit. Like, I love paintings, but then I got music is my first thing. Laurie, come on, Laurie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Laurie, for the super chat. By the way, guys, I don't want to call anybody out, but Laurie, she's one of the persons responsible for translating the videos in Portuguese. So I would say, Laurie, a big thank you. How about thanking Laurie? And I don't know if there's also somebody of you also which is doing the translation, because I don't remember the names of everyone. But Laurie, thank you. 3,000. Let's say 5,000, because I don't want to steal the famous line from the movie. Okay, we have Ramesh. Give me DJ Alok. How many times you said that? Many times. Ramesh, please don't spam. Please don't spam. Okay, we'll check that out. We'll check that out. Remind me also on Instagram, because I forget. And also, guys, try to remember that I literally get like a gazillion requests every day. Let's see, Laurie, what she asked. Which song describes the moment in your life now? Which song describes? I don't know. I actually don't feel that way. Um, I can tell you what I'm listening to a lot. That I can say. I'm listening to a lot of strange synth wave, retro wave compilations. Like I give you an example. I don't know. Let me see if I can find. Um, let's see if I can find. I listen to this stuff also, all synth chill, some kind of stuff which is really easy to listen to. Let's see, maybe that's a commercial. I listen to this kind of stuff. I listen to this stuff in this period just because I love working out with it. But of course, I listen to a lot of music, and I have, as you can see, I'm very open-minded about music. Um, What's PUBG? PUBG. What's PUBG? No, I'm sure, Fernand. I'm sure there is people, not Brazilians. Even though we love our new Brazilians subscribers. Yeah, you can leave. You can leave your CD. You can leave the name of your CD below. Would be nice. Hey, Wolfgang Amadeus from Mexico. I would love to go to Mexico. I would love to go to Mexico and go visit my imaginary girlfriend, which some of you know. I have two imaginary girlfriends in Mexico. One and a half. One and a half imaginary girlfriend in Mexico. So I would definitely go to Mexico to visit my imaginary girlfriend. Let's see what's going on. Hey, Jew. Wow. Jew, she just dropped it on the table like that. Have you heard Joao Gilberto singing Estate? It's funny to listen to him singing in Italian, but very nice. Love your channel. Thank you so much. No, I didn't listen Gilberto singing in Italian. Yesterday we did Renato Russo singing Laura Pausini. I don't know if you checked that video. I might do also another one, Renato Russo, one of the songs. Some people ask me also about the voice of Renato Russo. I like the song. If I looked maybe not super overwhelmed by the song, it's because I have a different attachment to the song, and also different memories. Because to me, when I listen to Marco se n'è andato e non ritorna più, it just brings me back like in the mid '90s, with all the school girls singing about this song, about Marco, whatever. So I have a little bit of different um, relationship with that song. Not particularly, enamored or but this is also the problem, though. Like um, sometimes artists from the outside, like if from other places, they cover a song, becomes very important to the people of the country, namely in this case Brazil. But then you develop a relationship with that song and that's it. I also, for instance, like I discovered song like Alleluia, which is a song of Leonard Cohen, thanks to Jeff Buckley. That's the when I discovered Jeff Buckley. I love this. First of all, I love Jeff Buckley. But when I discovered Alleluia, I felt like, wow, this is just a beautiful song. And I never heard the original version of Leonard Cohen. You know, and even when I did, I had a different relationship with the song because I really fell in love for the version of Jeff Buckley, and the one of Leonard Cohen was it is incredibly beautiful as well. But you develop different relationship, and thank God I discovered that song because then I also discovered more about Leonard Cohen, and he's also one of my hero. One of my giant, the people that you look up to. Like Leonard Cohen, Bob Dylan, Jeff Buckley. So let's see. Luis, thank you so much, Luis. Thank you. Let's see what he's asking. I've seen your cover of DMB. Tell us a little bit more about your impression about the band. Keep going. DMB. Now I have to realize what's DMB. DMB. I'm so dumb. I apologize. Now I have the head full of names, and I also have many covers. Dave Matthews Band. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Dave Matthews Band. Okay. First of all, I love the freaking song, and I tried to do it justice in my way because Dave Matthews is an incredible singer. Like as every incredible musician, he's very unique in approaching the melody on the voice, and it's just spectacular. And that song Crash Into Me is just like, wow, one of the best song ever for me. Like I love that song. I really tried in my way to do it. Yeah, Dave Matthews, man. Like those are the greats. Those are the great names. Those are the great band. Really, really are. Well, a band that I think, Sandra, thank you so much, Sandra. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for all the super chat donations and question. That's super awesome of you. Thank you so much, Sandra. Um, One artist that I think you should listen to, it's Pino Daniele, which I actually um, like I forgot her name. Come on, this beautiful lady that she covered the song of Pino Daniele in Portuguese. I forgot her name. What's her name again? Let me see. What's her name? Marisa Monte. Yeah, it was Marisa Monte. Yes. So definitely check Pino Daniele because I think there is a lot of Pino Daniele because Pino Daniele is inspired by the jazz and all that kind of awesome music coming from Brazil. A great jazz player and blues player, very interesting voice. So you might like a lot of song of Pino Daniele, and he sings also in Napolitan. Also, Anna Carolina did a cover of Pino Daniele. I didn't know that. Ti-di-da-da-da-di-da-da. What you think of Coid and Cambria? I don't know, Coid and Cambria. This is like a genre of music or like is the name of a band. I'm so dumb on those things. Coid and Cambria is a band. Sorry, I don't know them actually. Coid and Cambria, I don't know them. Maybe I'm making a discovery today. You know what? I love the hair of this guy. I'm watching a Favor House Atlantic. I'm just gonna put this video right here. I'm gonna listen to it later. I love discovering band of the 80s and 90s that I don't know. Okay, I can already tell you like 10 seconds in that this is already a little bit more commercial than Dave Matthews Band, at least this song. Where are we, guys? I have the video there. I'm gonna check it out. I love those 90s band. I love also the 90s sonority. Oh, Maurizio, he didn't know Pino Daniele. Well, I'm glad you discovered him. He's really a great musician. Great guitar player, very strange voice, beautiful strange voice. You would like to check Città Negra. Actually, guys, I have some reaction I already did for today. I don't know if I have the time to make another one. I did Girasol. I did Girasol in the original version, the studio version. I did Priscilla Alcantara, Winterson Nunes, Girasol, only the audio. Beautiful song. I also did for my Mexican audience. Where are you guys? I cannot see you. Here we go. I also did Los Angeles Azules for my lovely Mexican audience, which I've neglected a little bit recently. I also have another Soda Stereo reaction that I didn't post yet, that I did, I think, 2 days ago, but I did more videos and then they piled up a little bit. So I haven't had the time to post them yet. Um, so I have stuff for today. Wow, there is an Italian band called Ancient Bards, Italian metal band. You know what it's funny about Italy? I tell you this. When in the 90s we were desperate to have rock bands in Italy, there were none. Funny enough, after freaking, because the truth is this, there was already quite a big audience in Italy for the bands, of course, coming from the outside. All the great bands like AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, all the grunge bands, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden. The audience was there. People loved that stuff. There were in cities a lot of people loving that. But there was just not Italian artist or record label promoting that type of stuff. Was all about like Sanremo, very romantic, very sort of operatic music. Music that it's based more on the opera style of singing with big voices. Like all that kind of stuff, and just not space for bands. So, but now there is, after 30 years, almost 25 years, there are so many more niches, so many more like rock bands. I already back in 2000, like Lacuna Coil became quite a relevant band. And I think they're probably still around. I don't know if Lacuna Coil is still around. Um, So it's nice to see that finally there is more rock and metal also in Italy, for fuck's sake. I cursed. I apologized. Um, the Flesh God Apocalypse is an Italian band that I have listened. I didn't know the name either. I don't follow. I live. I don't. I don't live in Italy, so I don't know much about all of those things. I follow much more the American culture. And now with YouTube for the past 2 years, every day I'm discovering new bands and new stuff. So, and like I said also in some videos, you see, guys, I enjoy very much diving deep also into a country. I've done that with Indonesia, I've done that with Mexico, I've done that with Argentina, and now we are doing it with Brazil. I hope that together we can always, uh, collect an amount of audience which we keep being curious and discover also other music from other places. And of course mixing it. I really don't mind coming back to discovering more from Argentina, from Uruguay. We did actually, I think, a few days ago also a band again from was it from Chile? Was it from Chile that I forgot their name? I forget names. When you do videos every day of bands, you just mix name up. You just forget. So I love going back also to each country, discovering more. But the greatest love will be to open up the mind of people in general. Like being curious enough, the same way you're curious about your own music that you grew up with, like trying to find out what the hell is going on. For instance, like in Egypt, I don't know if there is like a progressive rock band there, or if there is like the peculiar type of band coming from strange, like I discovered this guy from Russia. I forgot his name, but what an interesting sort of gothic indie band. Like that there was this song that I did that I really enjoyed. And this guy unfortunately passed away, but then you are like you find somebody that is like very relevant, important for the culture in the moment back in the 80s, before the end of the Cold War. So those things are the things that I find most fascinating. Hey, Alison, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. Make more videos about Renato Russo. He has a lot of songs in English. He has a lot of an album called the Stonewall Celebration Concert. All right, I heard that before, so we're gonna do that. Laurie, thank you so much, Laurie. Take it easy, Laurie, with the super chats. Again, guys, please thank Laurie for translating probably like already 20 videos in Portuguese. You should check Yvette Sangalo singing Eva Umberto Tozzi. Umberto Tozzi. Wow. You guys know Umberto Tozzi? Oh man, that's great. Actually, there were a few. Um, we don't have rock, but we have a lot of great singers. There is like, for instance, this guy called Riccardo Cocciante. I don't know if you know Riccardo Cocciante, like the song Margherita. It's a great romantic song. Or perhaps like Umberto Tozzi. Umberto Tozzi has actually some very nice late 70s, I think early 80s songs, which I used to listen into the jukebox when I was a kid. But actually, looking back, they're quite nice songs, actually. I have to answer this for a moment. So wait a second. I'm going to speak in Napoletan. Uè Gianni, uè scusa, sto facendo un live in coppa YouTube, sei live comunque. Di- se- sei live però. Dimmi tutto, bello. Ah, boh. Ah, ok, io non ci ho proprio chiamato. Allora facciamo direttamente diversamente. Allora, perfetto, bello, ci sentiamo dopo. Un abbraccio. Ciao ciao, bello, ciao ciao. Sorry guys, my friend and collaborator, I had to answer that. Real life, Umberto Tozzi. I just want to listen to Umberto Tozzi now. Dude, no, you're not a dude. Divana Viana, sing a Brazilian song. I would love to sing a Tim Maya song, but unfortunately, I have a little bit of problem with my voice that reach my I cannot reach my full range. So I have problem to sing I love this song of Tim Maya that goes like Ela partiu e nunca mais voltou. No 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 no. Ela sumiu e nunca mais voltou. But I have problem going in that part because of I don't know if I developed some nodule or something where I go no 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 no. I cannot do that part well. So I tried, and I said, okay, I have to wait that my voice gets better, and I'll try to do it. So now I want to sing. I actually had problem like in the last 2 months singing. I want to sing more. So now I'm just trying to don't talk a lot, and also stay in my lower register where it's easy, where I don't force. So I'm working on that. So hopefully we'll get better soon. And I love that song. I want to do El Partillo. Is there some question that I missed? Let me see. Oh, Flavio, Leandro, thank you so much. React to Flavio Venturini. Flavio Venturini. We're gonna check that. I never heard it. I don't think we ever done it. Daniel, also please listen to Bob Marley music version adapted by Gilberto Gil. Wow, Gilberto Gil. I love Bob Marley. Gilberto Gil did some Bob music. That's awesome. That's super awesome. Mm-hmm. Andrea Bocelli singing Corcovado. No, I haven't seen that. Who is from Napoli? Metal MILF. Daniel. Daniel, please remind me because it's going to be a pleasure to check Metal MILF. Just for the name, just for the name, I've got to check Metal MILF right now. Oh, wow, guys, we 100 people in the chat. 100 people. This is a record. We need an applause. 100 people. You can sing Kiko Zambianchi. Oh, by the way, guys, I also like that song of Kiko Zambianchi, the original version. That's a very nice song. I really like that song. Maria Clara asks, why did I move to Amsterdam? I'm still asking that question to myself. I have no idea. If you're wondering if I consume substances, I don't. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't smoke weed. I don't gamble. I used to smoke weed though. I think I did. I never smoked weed, but in '99 I broke this bone here. So as you can see, it's a little bit going down. So I broke this bone. So when I was 23, and I had a cast, and then I started to pick up like smoking a little bit of weed for relaxation. And I think I smoked on a weekly basis, sometimes daily basis, for a couple of years here, and then I totally got fed up with it. Then I just got fed up with it. I just like I'm tired of being stoned. Yes, Andre, I'm vegetarian. I don't impose that on nobody, but yes, I've been vegetarian for 17 years. So, and by the way, here it's tolerated weed. It's not an illegal thing. It's just it's just a normal thing. So sometimes doctors they even prescribe it to people for pain. Diogo, engineers from Hawaii. Actually, I pulled that video. Guys, I really, I apologize metaphorically in the way that it's not really an apology because there's nothing to apologize here, but still, I want to do it. Was it confusing? Huh? Was it confusing? I still want to apologize because I would love, I would love to please almost everybody, even though it's impossible. You can never please everyone. I just enjoy reacting to music discovering, but it's just impossible. It's just impossible. I gotta always, I try. Sometimes either it's because I see the same name appearing more times from more people all the time, so I react to those artists. But each one of you and so many people have their own, look, this song of this guy and this guy, this song of this guy and this guy. Like I said in the beginning, it literally multiplies every day I make a video, because it's not like, make a song of Legião Urbana, boom, I do the video. You don't say like, oh, thank you. No, there's another like 700 people. Okay, now do this, and that. So it multiplies every day. So it's like you're chasing, like you're chasing, you will never reach it. So I apologize for not satisfying all of you, but yeah. Brazilian like kids with a new toy about our music. What kind of toy am I? Huh? What kind of shape of toy am I? I'm thinking of like a novel of a story of Charles Bukowski. I don't know if you know this American writer, which is not part of the Beat Generation, but a super awesome writer. I was into Charles Bukowski a lot when I was in my 20s. There is a story when a man becomes small and he becomes into a shape of a man dildo. I forgot the name of the story. Pretty awesome. Let's see. Colombia. We got Colombia in the house. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, John. Do you like animes? Perxelo, wow. Perxelo, wow. Have I watched anime? What kind of question is that? Huh? What kind of question is that? I grew up with watching Japanese anime. In Italy, Italy translated basically every freaking cartoon that came out of Japan and we watched it. Literally, in Italy, we have hundreds and hundreds of Japanese series shown, probably still to this day. So I grew up with Lamu, which is Yurusei Yatsure, Daitan 3, Jig Robot, Daitan 3, Go Lion, which is afterwards named Voltron, and Grandizer, Mazinga Zeta is the other name. So I grew up with all of this stuff. Kenshiro, alternative name, Feast of the North Star, or Okuto no Ken, which is like one of my favorite cartoons. So we grew up with this stuff. Like one of my favorite cartoons is called the Lamu, and the Japanese version it's named the Urusei Yatsure, which is I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. It's like this like beautiful girl which had like two horns, and she has like a little bikini of a sort of leopard tiger skin, and she can fly, and she ends up on Earth in Japan, like falling in love for this average dude which doesn't like her. And it's a funny series. It's just like the funniest series. I don't know if you ever seen it, or what's the name in Brazil if you have ever seen it. So what we got here? Let's see. How do you feel listening to Portuguese when you don't understand the lyrics? Well, it's not true that I don't understand the lyrics. You know, like actually, when I read the lyrics, I understand a lot, because even if the pronunciation I don't pronounce it correctly, but I do understand a good 30-40% already of the words, because they're similar to Italian to an extent, of course. Metal MILF. Daniel, don't worry. We will have that encounter. Me and Metal MILF, we have a date. Hmm? Tell us about your paintings. Which paintings? I have paintings everywhere. I haven't painted in several years. So yeah, maybe later we like in life or something I'm gonna do an exhibition again if I manage to put back a good number of work. Ciao Rogero, thank you so much for supporting the page. I really appreciate each one of you guys. Do I like yes, I told you, like Elver, like Premiata Forneria Marconi. It's it's a great band. It's one of the few that we have. Banca, I don't know much about it, and also Balletto di Bronzo, I don't know. It's a band, Balletto di Bronzo, or it's a song. I met them. I met the Sepultura. I met them a few times. Actually, there is a guy here. I don't know if he was. I have to ask my friend. There is a guy that play bass in Sepultura. I don't know that he has a shop here. There's a cafe. I met him once, and I met Igor Cavalera in '99 here in Amsterdam. I think they lived here for a while, the brothers. And I also met them backstage in 2003. I went to a concert. I was invited by another. I was invited by another band to this festival. I had a lot of fun. So Sepultura was playing with the new singer, Marcello Espindola. Thank you so much to dropping it on the table. As a suggestion, you could make the videos in series separated chronologically or by style. I really like your work. Yeah, I know. Would be, like, this is a very nice way of organizing things, but Marcella, I'm just not that organized in that way. I'm also a little bit like following the flow, how I feel. I know that if I try to go like, okay, now today for a week, we're going to do only Soda Stereo and we're going to do the first 3 albums, I'm just going to get lost. I need to shuffle a little bit in between. Otherwise, I go nuts. I just cannot keep up. There are some people which they can do that, like really like, okay, today we go through this, through that, through that. What I'm doing though, I'm organizing playlists. So I'm just starting to do it. So I'm organizing playlists of all the reactions by artist so that perhaps people when they watch a video they can go on the playlist and check all the videos of that artist so that like it's easier to watch more. Metal MILF, please. I will. I promise you. You're paying me so much that I almost feel like an employee. Huh? Thank you so much, Daniel. Let's put this freaking metal MILF right here. Wait a second. Let me go. Let me put like a metal MILF. I'm gonna put a metal MILF. Let's see. Let me put it right here. Metal MILF. Is it like, come on, Metal MILF? I'm already seeing the first thumbnail of this lady. I know I don't need new imaginary girlfriends. Please. Okay? I even see a video here with Massacration and Metal MILF. All right. Don't worry, guys. We're going to do one. Maybe even later. We'll see. If I still have a little bit of voice left, I'm going to do it. I see already reasons to react. Antonia Nascimento. Bam. I feel so like blessed today with all those super chat. Do a live teen man concert for. I told Jan that I wanted to do it. So we're gonna do it soon. I don't know exactly when because this period was also difficult to meet. Jan is also a new father. Well, he's father for the first time with his wife. They just had a kid 9 months ago, so they have a baby. And of course, this whole period of quarantine, it's kept us away, because even if here there is no quarantine, we were never bound at home. You could go out, but a lot of people chose to not be out too much with other, like a meeting. Ramesh, listen to Nepatia. Okay, we're gonna do that, Ramesh. Ramesh, you're from Nepal, if I'm not mistaken, right? I remember you from other live. Let's give it up for Nepal. I love having audience from here and there. Thank you guys for watching, really. Like wanting to spend time with Cheap Wolverine here. It's such a pleasure for me. Guys, ask me question, please. Don't tell me like also only to react to videos, because I swear to God, I already have enough recommendation on the comments, on Instagram, on Facebook. Like I don't know what else. Like I have a gazillion trillion reaction to make, which I probably will never be able to. So ask me all kinds of other things. Like I don't know, like whatever question. I'm not telling you what kind of brand of underwears I have, but I could potentially answer that question. Alessandra Maietta and also Marcello. Well, wait a second. I'm getting lost here. Okay, we got to answer first to Marcello. In my opinion, the current formation Sepultura is very good. The last 2 albums are amazing. Actually, you know that I don't know much about it. I gotta check that out. Then we have Alessandra Mayet. She just dropped it on the table. Thank you so much, Alessandra. Have I answered to this one? It's time to drink coffee. Leo, it's always time to drink coffee. Always. I think I separate, when I work from home, I separate my coffees very well, like for a day. This I answered. Yes, we will do a live. This we also answered. This we also answered. Thank you so much, guys. Really nice to see all the support here, both by super chat and by showing up in the chat. This is an interesting question. Normally, you only say good things about the videos you review, which makes sense since it's entertainment. But we can see what you really like. How do you separate what you like from what you don't like? Well, I approach reactions and music a little bit also more uh, diplomatically, because as an artist myself, as a creative person myself, uh, I understand that you can be liked, you can be disliked. That's just how it is. Some people can relate to what you do, some people cannot relate. When I don't relate to a song, I also don't feel the urge necessarily to shit on it. If you want to see me, for instance, like not being always super positive about something, I'll do it. I'll do it. Sometimes I do it with when I see like too much pop stuff. Recently we did like a reaction on Takeshi 69, and even though even in that case, I don't try to put anybody down. But of course, there are levels. There are levels. I am not afraid to say that. But the point of a reaction, it's also entertainment. But as an artist, I don't feel compelled to be judgmental in a negative, in a heavily negative way, because usually being so negative tells more about yourself. Like bitching about stuff, putting other artists down, even if they're truly cheating, tells always more about yourself than about what you're reviewing. Um, so I'm pretty open. I recognize that there must be space for a lot of things. There must be space for a music that is good, for music that is less good. I do complain when you see, for instance, that um, there is a lot of music nowadays that it is pretty much trash, but just because there is absolutely no effort in it. Like if you see, for instance, a lot of the trap music or reggaeton, those very mainstream type of music that they also happen to be very popular, there is the least amount of effort in them, in the way that you literally see rappers pasting and copy the same words, the same type of vibe, the same type of like video. They just keep churning them out, like just to create stuff that it's not any relevant than like the previous one, because it's void of every intention. The intention is just simply trying to get, I don't know, 200 million streams on Spotify to get some extra cash. So the intention, it's not either entertainment, it's just purely speculation. And then when that comes across too obviously, I'm quite opposed to that, because music has to, like even when it's more commercial, still has to have some intention, that's has to have some integrity. I don't want to come across snobbish, but anyway, you know, going back to the fact that I don't piss on other people's stuff, it's also because I'm an artist myself, and I always try to see what's the good in something. Because it's always time also deciding. One thing you can be sure: a lot of the artists that nowadays exist, they will be completely forgotten in 30 years. Only the greats will emerge out of this noise. Look at the singer Tete Spinola. Guys, don't spam, please. Just write it a few times, but please don't spam. I will check. Remind me. I'll try to, like, try to see all those new artists. Well, usually I don't do research, Gaetano. I don't do research on songs because otherwise it also takes away from the spontaneity of not knowing anything, Because when you start to learn about it, you also get influenced by the importance of the song. So sometimes I love to, when I like a song, that then after, like you find out that it's also extremely important, valuable for people, and you didn't know nothing about it, but comes across. So, and then there I, like reminds me of the good music is good music. You get it. You immediately find it. Marcello, what's? I have no idea. Actually, honest to God, guys, I didn't know a lot about Brazilian music um, until now that we started to review stuff. I really, because I was never exposed to it. For the same reason, I always say this. I had absolutely no idea of bands like Soda Stereo, which is huge in all of South America and Mexico. It's in Spain. It's one of the biggest band outside of the English market. Uh, and I just discovered them now. Like what was November or something. I lived all my life knowing nothing about Gustavo Cerati and or Sumo. I had no idea. So the same thing for a lot of those Brazilian artists. I had absolutely no idea. The only one I knew was Gilberto Gil, of course, that I had some songs of him on a playlist, and also like um, Gaetano Veloso. What is that? Gay J Yardals. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I apologize. Thank you so much for the 55. Thank you. Any chance you will react to Angelina Jordan again? I will. Did she do a Angelina Jordan? For some of you that don't know, I think she's from Norway. It's a young kid, probably now 14, 15, which has an incredible voice, just an incredible singer. We did some reaction in the past. We will. Like now, I'm like, guys, now, look, it's very simple. Try to understand. Of course, I feel blessed that I have audience from everywhere, but now we are following the wave of, all the love from Brazil. But notice, if you notice, I work a lot. I don't want any praise. I'm just saying. You notice that every day I post, or every other day I post multiple videos. I post videos on Brazil, post videos on Argentina, post videos which are international, so that there is variation on the channel. And I really don't mind doing that. So if you look around, you will find, that there is also music coming, you know, and I do this also not to like monopolize the channel only on one thing. But of course, now I'm gonna probably do for a long time a lot of Brazilians artists. But every day, we put more. Every day we put more. Like I said, from everywhere. And like I said, I hope that we can, like build like an audience that wants to travel the world, like we go, like I said, through our countries to the things that you love, but still have an audience that wants to move around, you know please enable subtitles. Look, subtitles are always there. If you click on the I know that automated translate subtitles are not great, but um, to an extent they work. So auto translation, it's always available. You just have to click it on the icon on the video. So if you don't know how to do it, probably it's not available. Some of you told me it's not available on smartphones, but on laptops, probably computers, laptop, it's available. So let's see. We got here. Eduardo, saludos, Frank. Listen, react to Chicano Batman. They are a band from LA. Amazing band with Brazilian Latino Afro influence. Chicano Batman. Oh man, I love that name. Also because I love Batman. Okay? So now I'm biased. Gonna check that. From Los Angeles. That's pretty cool. I lived in Los Angeles for a short period. I actually liked Los Angeles a lot. It's also another place where I would love to live. Yes, Luis. I didn't do a lot of Milton Nascimento. I'm curious to do more Milton Nascimento. Oh, Edilse, you are on Patreon. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're starting a Patreon page to try to see how it works. Also, because to support the channel, to find alternative ways, supporting the channel. But I also had, like, guys, like, listen, truly, if you want to support also the channel, one great way truly is to share my music. Like, that's for free for everyone. And there's nothing that I desire most, of course, like for you, for instance, when you ask me to share the music that you love and the artist that you love, as an artist myself, there's nothing more than I desire than sharing my music. So if there's a way that you want to support the page, the way to support the channel, it's like you go to Spotify, share the music, make playlists, of my songs, share it to the people that might be interested. And the internet how it works, like you share it to friends and they share it and so on and so forth. And that's the greatest thing for me, like share the music being shared, watching the video that I have on YouTube on my music. That's just the best. I from Argentina. Ciao, Paola. Nice to see you. Listen to El Cuelgue. Cuelgue? Cuelgue. That's a weird name. Ivana, thank you so much. I'm happy. I can provide some laughter. That's also part of the reason why I do this. Nino, I have no idea about Italian music in this period, honestly. Like I said, I don't live in Italy, so I don't follow very closely the development of Italian music. Amazingly enough, I know that also in Italy, a lot of this trap music is very popular, like the Italian version of trap music. It's very popular there too nowadays. Nice to see so many of you in the chat here. So nice. I think today I also did a personal record. We passed 100 people at one time in the chat. That's awesome. Thank you, Dan Lisboa. Thank you so much for liking my channel. Huh? I know I have a nice channel. Jesse. I don't know Jesse. Biggest singer in Brazil. Jesse? Have I done a song? No. I don't recall. Vitor, thank you so much, Vitor. Oh, Vitor, yeah, Franco Battiato is a great sing-song writer. Centro di gravità permanente. Oh, Victor, I can react to it, but I know this song like for 50 years since I was born, basically. No, Franco Battiato is a great guy. It's a very interesting fella, also as an artist, as a human being. It's like one of the valuable artists that we have in Italy. Thank you, Antonia. Maria asks, well, I actually like both. Doesn't matter if you listen on Spotify is great, because if you listen to the music on Spotify, of course, also there, then Spotify suggests the music to more people, like it happens on YouTube. And of course, if you watch my own music on YouTube, it's also great, because it gets more views and gets pushed. The video music that I did get pushed a little bit more. So both ways are great. Da be da dee da. Gabriel, no, I don't have videos with which they're flagged, because I don't do nothing wrong. I get videos. 99% of the videos are claimed. They're copyright claimed. So that means that they're monetized by the record labels, which they own the right to the song. And sometimes the record label decides to block the video from being seen. Let's see, I get also here, like, I'm getting like messages also on Instagram. Let's see. Da, 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 no, no. And we got Laura here too. Laura, I see you everywhere. I see you. I've got Alexandra here sending some strani amori, Renato Russo. You see, I get requests from every angle. I sometimes I even feel like a piece of paper slipping under the door. I go check it out, and I think it's the pizza delivery. It's a request materializing from under my door. Requests everywhere. Marcello asking, Nelson Ned is a Brazilian singer who has sold many records. He was the first Latino to sell more than 1 million copies in the US. Nelson Ned. Wow. Well, Brazil is also a huge country. You guys are like 200 million, right? If you consider it, I think that apart Mexico, like if you take all of South America, excluding Brazil, maybe you barely pass 200 million people. Because Argentina, what is it like? Argentina is like actually I forgot, what is it, 30 million people, Argentina. um, all the other countries around, I don't think they're incredibly populated, if I'm not mistaken. So Brazil is pretty big, like, Mexico, I think, has over 120 million people. She's also pretty big. Brazil is also has a large audience, as a large, as a large population. So um, their artists, they're incredibly popular as well. I Brazil has 200 or 270. 270 million seems a little bit too much. I thought it was 200 million people, two something, not 270. Um, I've done today a reaction on this Mexican band called Los Angeles Azules, which is super popular, more traditional type of sound. And they have videos which they have like almost 1 billion views. Like it's extraordinary. And like I said, I knew nothing about it. I knew nothing about those bands. So the official numbers are 210 million people in Brazil. All right. Cool. Sentimiento. Chico Science. I did one Chico Science. You guys are so awesome. Like one thing that I really love about the Brazilian artists, not only you guys, the audience, but they're so nice. I mean, I got this is the first time that I got, I think, already like 4, 5, 6 artists, which I reviewed, which I mean, Javan shared my reaction on his Instagram, which I was totally humbled by it. You know, like I was like, wow, such a nice guy. Just to share the reaction on his channel. Alceo Valencia also shared my reaction on his Facebook. I was like, wow. Chico Science also reached out and thanked me on a reaction. Rupa Nova also, they thanked me for the reaction. Um, what else? Who else? No, I also got, actually, I got also recently also a Mexican singer, Eli Guerra. She's from Mexico, Eli Guerra. She actually sent me an email to thank me for the reaction I did on her song. So I'm getting a lot of love from from Mexico down. I'm getting a lot of love. Natasha. Hi, Frank. I've known the channel in the beginning of the quarantine here in Brazil, and I must thank you for being with me during this period. I'm really interested into your paintings. Show it more. Natasha, because you've been so kind, I'm just gonna go and pick up a random painting for you. Wait a second. I'm coming. I'm coming, Natasha. I'm coming. I'm coming, Natasha, I'm coming. I'm coming, Natasha. Don't go away, Natasha. Natasha, don't go away. Paintings. Why am I damaging my own paintings? Why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Guys, don't go away. Guys, don't go away. Guys, don't. Here we go. I'm making a mess. I knew it. Like, look, this is one painting. It's gathering dust here. No, where do we put it? Here. Like one painting. One painting. Here you go. One painting made some years ago. Sorry, there's a bad reflection in the thing. There's a bad reflection. Probably you saw this one. That's one painting. Let's put another painting. Let's take another painting. Let's take another painting. Wow, I have all those naughty paintings here. I cannot show you those naughty paintings. I can show you this strange lady. I can show you this strange lady, maybe. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of reflection. I cannot. There's a lot of reflection. Doesn't the color? They don't come out. So there's another painting of this lady. Ciao, lady. There is another painting. There is another painting coming. There is another painting. There is another painting. Here we go. This is another lady. She used to be a friend. Another painting. It's all acrylic. Some have got already damaged, scratched. I have to keep them a little bit better. Anyway, I'm coming back, guys. Give me a second. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Here we are. Here we are. Huh? So, Natasha, you see, I also show you paintings. What we got here? I already answered to you, Natasha. See? Let's see what happened here. Extremo Duro e Trai. Haven't I already checked this band? Eruca Sativa. I know this band, Eruca Sativa. Haven't I done it already? Or maybe I've heard already. I know Eruca Sativa. She's there's a female singer, right? It's more like hard rock. Uh, Arte Sequencial. Fabio, the paintings are mostly acrylic. I used to paint with oil, but it's yeah. I love oil, but it's complicated smell, the turpentine and everything. So acrylic, it's very easy to work with. Thank you, Paola. I hope I can go back to sing very soon. Yeah, La Castel, you're right. I hate when I discover artists for the first time and then I also find out that they're dead. That pisses me off because I'm like like I discovered like Soda Stereo, Sumo, um, Tim Mai. Tim Mai also passed away, right? He's not around anymore, right? Um, Raul Seixas. Yeah, there's so many interesting artists which yeah. Lordy, we all ask for paintings now. No more music. Yeah, I don't have a lot of paintings. I probably have 20, 30 paintings. Maurizio Pereira. Just dropping it on the table. Maurizio knows how it's done. Maurizio knows, and because he knows, I have to look cooler 3.7% more. Here we go. Thank you so much, Maurizio. I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much for the support, really. Scalene. I have to react to Scalene. Who wants to time travel with you? Let's time travel together. Guys, don't spam. But yes, time traveling would be awesome. No, I've never watched Silvia. I've never watched a video of Bikini Cavadao. No, never. Scaraboo, scaraboo. Oh, there is an Indonesian Italian collab. That I'm kind of curious. Let me see. What's the name? Dengue Mao. Here we go. Let's put it here on the side. Dengue Mao. But it says here Peter Pan. Peter Pan, I know. Vitor. Yeah, Mamonas passed away. Um I think one of you told me that they crashed in a they died in a plane crash. Unfortunately, that's really tragic. That's incredibly tragic to yeah, all of them in a freaking plane crash. Do you recognize that you have a lot of Brazilian fans? Are you kidding me? What am I doing for the past hour and a half? Huh? I'm recognizing that. Oh yeah, definitely, guys. I think I have at least since I started to do Brazilian reactions, I have at least gained 25,000 subscribers. At least. Easy. Probably more. But I don't have a way to see it. But I remember that, like we have grown. I see the numbers in the last month. The last month, I think I grew up 19,000 subscribers. So, yeah, probably mostly all Brazilian. Oh, I like tango. Yes, Paola. Paula, I like tango. Do you know that I have a good friend that lives here that is from Argentina? His name is Omar Mojo. I don't know if you know him. He's the brother of Divididos in Argentina. So Omar lives here for part of the year. We used to be close in 2007 or 8 more. I don't see him actually. I haven't seen him in quite some time. I spoke to the wife recently. Yes, Gisela, Ricardo Mojo. Omar is such a nice guy. Also a great singer. He has such a beautiful voice, Omar. Beautiful tango singer. So I love his stuff. I also like his music in the rock scene, the old stuff, Mum. I asked the wife when things come down if perhaps we do a little interview with Omar. It would be awesome. Would be awesome to see him again. Also, I haven't seen him in such a long time. Be nice to invite him on the channel. Yeah, Omar is cool. We'll see. We'll see if he's still around. I don't know if they're because usually they spend the summer here and then they fly back in Argentina. Tambourine, you're from Bali, Indonesia. I have a good friend living in Bali. Where did I find who? SB, where did you find him? Who? Uh, Gal Costa. I did one reaction on Gal Costa. I'm gonna try to sing in this very moment. I'm gonna sing a song for you, even though I cannot sing properly. Here we are, here we are. I'm singing a song for you. Huh? Where did I meet Omar Molla? Well, I met Omar because in 2006 he was staying at the house of a friend, and basically I was invited at the dinner that time to this friend, and we met them, and we became like really good friends at the time. He's such a nice guy. Graziella and Omar, they're super nice. And I also love the story of Omar, like he's coming from rock, he's been in the scene for a long time, and then he embraced tango music, and he's such a great performer, a beautiful voice, and he's doing really well with that. So it was really inspiring for me to see, like, also, like an artist developing and continuing doing his thing. Music, thank for loving me, friend. We love you, Tamburan 88. Please don't spam. Half Omega, also don't spam, please. React to Brazilian punk Ratos de Porao. Yeah, guys, don't spam. I try to read your things, but don't spam. Otherwise, it becomes, becomes a mess. It's pronounced Mosho. Mosho? All right, Omar Mosho. I say Mollo because it sounds like an Italian surname. Omar Mosho. My day is going great. I'm talking to you guys. Here it's afternoon. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock past. I'm already talking for an hour and a half. I've been already talking for too much here. Actually, I have to upload some stuff, guys. So I think in 10 minutes I'm gonna go because I have to upload the reactions that you want to see, and then I really want. I know that you asked for a gazillion things, but now I'm super curious about this Metal MILF. So most likely I'm gonna do a reaction of Metal MILF. So that probably you can expect that later. Because I want to see that. I want to see that. And also, guys, please, also my lovely Brazilian friends, everybody, also let's try to see also what kind of direction we can take into international music, like collaboration. I loved, for instance, doing a reaction of Mercedes Sosa with Milton Nascimento, with all the artists from Brazil. There was an awesome reaction. So if there is more of those crossover artists doing stuff together, I would love also to do a reaction like that. So because that's also, the whole purpose of this channel is also bringing people together from all around the world in music. So yeah, I know. I got it, Paola. Mosh, sh, mosh. Daniele Luis Lara Reis, buonanotte. You going to sleep? Elver, as a librarian, I would like you to talk about your book. What is about, and will it be written more? This is my book. This is my book. Right here, it's my first novel. I can tell you what it says right here in the back. That's also me 5 years younger. Right there. Less white. Huh? No, this thing, it's not even focusing now. It's a paranormal science fiction fantasy book, and it says Drake, a musician in his 30s, has to deal with skills he never understood or asked for. His dreams, visions, and revelation catapult him deep into his subconscious and far into the cosmos, battling an enemy that has infiltrated his very mind, taking away most of his memories and true love he was just beginning to rediscover. Aided by his strange friends and forces he can only begin to understand, Drake embarks on a journey that will change his life forever if he even survives. Basically, I love everything about ancient aliens, in general. I love great movies like Indiana Jones. So I combined my two love into a fantastic story that takes place in modern times, but also jumps back and forth into time. It's a type of paranormal novel that takes place in between um, induced sleep that somehow creates some kind of time traveling through memories, and also real traveling through the cosmos because of this. It's quite a complicated story. I tried my best. Of course, it's my first novel, so it took me a lot of work to try to put together all those different jumps and timelines. But I came out pretty alright. I just don't advertise it a lot. It's on Instagram. It's on Amazon. Also, the Kindle version. It's like there's a Kindle version for $2 of this, so it's incredibly cheap. Also, yeah, it's a nice story. I like it. Actually, I was reading it last time, a little piece. I haven't read it in 3 years, and I was reading a part, and I'm like, wow, I wrote this shit. That's not so bad. It's like, when you surprise yourself, because as an artist, I don't know you guys, but you always have doubt. Like you always think that what you do sucks anyway. So it takes time to sort of trust yourself, to trust what you do. So when I was reading some chapter, I was like, oh, that's not so bad. Actually, it's pretty passable. Guys, don't spam, please. Um, I will do, Victor. I'll do next live soon. Like I said, if you notice, I'm already losing my voice. I had a little bit of problem with my voice lately, so my voice gets tired very quickly. So yeah, I try not to. I've stopped doing live. I was doing a lot of live in the beginning of the quarantine, But I'll try to do more. I'll try to do more often. Maybe once a week or so. We'll see. We'll see. It's nice to come back and check on on you guys and check together. Rodrigo, I know you're a Smashing Pumpkins fan, and so am I. What is your pumpkin favorite pumpkin album, and also, what do you think about their recent album? Actually, I don't know much about his recent album, but I remember liking one song of the recent album, Silvery Ghost. No, Silvery. What's the name? Something with silver. There was the word silver in the title. Um, let's see. Just want to check. Is Smashing Silvery sometimes Smashing Pumpkin? Silvery sometimes. Yeah, I think the song that I like was Silvery Sometime. Very nice. I like that song. Pretty cool. Reminded me a little bit of the song of the early albums that I like. Of course, Sammy's Dreams. I mean, there are so many. Like, I think Billy Corgan is it's an incredible producer, musician, and it's I think it's underrated how good the songs of Smashing Pumpkins are, also in terms of really the composition, the composing of the music. It's I'm not an expert, but I can recognize how beautiful they're composed. Many songs. Also, Melancholy and Infinite Sadness. That's a freaking masterpiece. Really good stuff. And I always loved Mayonnaise because I had it on a tape. I had it on a tape in a mixed already back in the 90s. So it was the first song on the B side of this tape that I had. And that started my love for them back in the day. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, you remember my cover of Goo Goo Dolls. Thank you so much. Tonight. Come on. Yes. Tonight. Wow. 1979. Mayonnaise. I mean, all those great songs. I mean, Alipata. Alipata is great. Alipata is a great, it's a great guitar player. I always say it. He should record his own album, of acoustic fingerstyle covers or his own personal things. I think it will do great. Mariana Guzmao, which Brazil? This we already asked this question at the beginning. I'm liking a lot of people: Mato Grosso, Tim Maya, Javan. I'm just loving Cassie Alar. I'm just loving all the. Actually, I have a list of that a journalist sent me because I asked. There is a there is a there's an article that is coming out soon because a journalist from a Brazilian newspaper asked me to do a little interview. So I sent those questions, and I also asked for if he knew like modern indie bands because I love indie music, folk indie music. So I asked for some more less known Brazilian artists. So probably in the days to come, I'm gonna do also some newer, less known artists, just also for the fun of discovering. Andrea, I've done recently a song of Pino Daniele in Napolitan, a cover, Napoli, Napoli è. Carolina, ciao. That's all right, Carolina. Don't worry. It's all fine. Gloria Groove. No, I got some names here. I already pulled up some names. I haven't watched the video yet. I have this, what is it called? What is it? I have Barbara Eugenia. I have Promessa e Previose. No, Promessas e Previoseos. Anna Frango Elettrico. Anna Frango Elettrico. Yeah, I got that. And I got several more, of course. I got more. Hey, Tambunan, please don't spam. I love you guys, but don't spam. I like Ali Bata. You know that I make like 40 videos on him already, so. But don't spam the chat, please. Please. So, guys, I think I'm going to call it a quit. We have been together for almost an hour, almost 2 hours, actually. Wow. So, I want to do, before I lose my voice, I want to do, yeah, don't spam, please, guys. Yes. I want to do Metal MILF. Come on, I got to do this now. I feel like I have to, I have to do Metal MILF right now. And we're gonna do more live. I really enjoyed today coming up online here. And again, I want to thank Lori G for translating. Probably also Carolina was translating, right? Carolina, you're also doing the translation. Am I correct? I apologize if I forget the names. But so please thank Lori G, Carolina Carvalho to for all the translation in Portuguese. Give it up for Carolina and Lori. Really, thank you so much. Really, really wonderful to have all those videos translated in Portuguese. Tambunan, come on, please. You know that I like Alip. So let's not spam the page. Come on. So I have some Spanish stuff coming up. I've already done it. I just have to publish it, actually. Hey, Victor, thank you so much for all the super chat. Guys, also, thank you so much for all the super chat. Carolina and Anna Paola and Lori G, right there. Look, Lori G, Carolina, Anna Paola, all responsible for the translation. Big applause to them. Thank you so much, girls. Really, I really, really appreciate that. So I'm going to go now and do a reaction of Metal MILF. And if I have some more energy, I'll try more reaction. Neatrice! Oh, Neatrice, did you just come in? Now I feel guilty. Were you here, Neatrice? Lovely, lovely supporter, already for some time. She was part of all the lives we did back in like 3-4 months ago, 5 months ago. Now I feel guilty leaving. Thank you. And so nice, Neatrice. I've been live almost for 2 hours. So we're gonna do more live. Maybe Neatrice. Maybe I'll do a live because I tried to. So I thought like around 4:00, 4:30, I will get a little bit everybody from Brazil, from Mexico, from Indonesia, from Europe, from the US. So from Argentina. I thought maybe I get a little bit, in between everybody. But for Mexico, actually, it's pretty late. Usually it's 7 hours. Brazil is easier because they are only usually 3-4 hours behind. So I'll try to go maybe one also later, maybe like a 7:00. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining the chat. See you in a bit. I'm gonna go straight doing a reaction of Metal MILF, and I have like a Girasol coming up online. I'll put it later. I have Los Angeles Azul coming up online from Mexico. So yeah, we have stuff today. I did also, just for fun, a reaction of Elon Musk about the space landing, the landing of the module, of the SpaceX module. I love that stuff. I thought to me was relevant to talk about it. So that's why I did the video. And again, I'll see you soon in another live. And yeah, well, Tiago, we're gonna do a live react. I used to do it, but I'm using OBS Studio, a different system, so I haven't checked yet if it works with the split screen. So maybe next live we do a live reaction, but I already know it's gonna be a mess because everybody. So, but yes, we're gonna do some live reaction as well. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Netri, see you later. See you guys later in another video. And let's go together. I'm about to. Man, I'm weird. Why am I so. Why am I so weird? Why? Thank God my mother doesn't watch my videos. Ciao. See you guys. Ciao. I love you all. Mwah. 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 I'm still here, kissing people. Mwah. Mwah. I'm kissing people.